What up, man? Your boy Josh. Look, let's talk about this one. I am tired this weekend. I want to do nothing but sleep. I shouldn't have been eating and drinking as much as I was last night. No, I just mean like just regular food. I ain't talking about like liquor or beer. Just eating and drinking. Because just when your boy gets comfortable and pulls those covers up and starts to fall asleep, boom! Back to the bathroom I go. I'm just getting older. That's all it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I gotta get some rest this weekend. I'm tired. Fam, the squeeze, the pinch, that is what we're talking about. I need for you, fam, a lot of channels are telling people that you gotta prepare. You have to prepare now. You have to be ready for what is coming. And I think a lot of people are hearing that, but not truly understanding what is about to take place, fam. We're about to see the squeeze. We're about to see the pinch. We're here. Look. 600,000 Amazon workers. Walmart is definitely about to start laying off, with 25% of its total income coming from Wix, Snap, and EBT gone. The jobs, the ability. This is what's going to really cause so much problem, is the ability to earn a livable wage. It's going to be bad, fam. Along with everything else, along with the government shutdown, along with wars and rumors of wars, along with Venezuela, along with crime skyrocketing, people are gonna have to, because we're moving to a place where you won't be able to make ends meet. And look, right now, this is a squeeze. So I'm seeing a lot of people that are not making it now. They're stressed. Their bills are through the roof. I talked to a woman who was 74 talking about going to get a payday loan when her home has been paid off for years. Right? Yes. She got tricked into a $600 car payment, but retired. She does McDonald's every morning and stays home crocheting. And now she's saying because of the bills, she may have to go get a part-time job. Fam, the squeeze. So look, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of federal workers getting laid off. Every time I look, there are more companies laying off people who were paying a livable wage. And so what's happening? Look, YouTube videos, a lot of content creators saying, look, you got to get off the EBT, you got to get off the food stamps. You can't rely on other people to pay for you. And they're like, look, go do Uber Eats, go do Grubhub, go do Lyft, go do DoorDash, Fam, go do Amazon part-time, fam. That is the catch-all right now. The delivery genre, the delivery jobs is saving people's behind. But it is all going to implode, because as people don't have money for Grubhub, as people don't have money for Uber and for Lyft, when they can't afford to go to these places, when you know what I'm saying? These delivery jobs are saving people's lives. But when they go away, what takes its place? What? Walmart, 25% decrease in total income due to no WIC, no SNAP, no EBT. They're going to have to either start closing down Walmarts, cutting back, laying people off. What does this look like 6 months from now? What does this look like a year from now? How desperate will people be? Will there be 5-6 people to a one-bedroom apartment? Will there be, I'm sure there'll be multi-generational households. I'm positive of that. I just saw the other day that car repossessions is up 40% this year. 40%. What happens when car dealerships can't sell cars because people can't afford it? What happens when people can't afford insurance and start getting into a lot of accidents because they can't afford the insurance, but they gotta get to work? We are in the squeeze right now, fam. The pinch. And a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of channels in general are telling people, go back to the old ways. Look, go back to the basics. They're like, look, don't buy the pancake mix, buy the flour, buy the big bag of flour and the ingredients to make the pancakes, the ingredients to make the cakes. They're like, look, you gotta go back to the old ways of doing things, fam. With health insurance on the chopping block, the BBB, the whole reason the government is shut down, and I know a lot of people saying it is to provide health care to so many immigrants and so many people that don't deserve it. But look at me, middle age. Yeah, Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. It's the first time in years I've actually had something that I can call insurance. And guess what? If it goes away, guess what? Now that I'm getting older, the things I'm trying to keep an eye on, I'll be going back to the little neighborhood clinic, paying my $80 a visit just to see a doctor where, she'll try to, maybe this, here's a prescription, try this, okay, bye. And hopefully nothing catastrophic, hopefully nothing big happens to me. Fam, we're headed for the pinch, the squeeze, on top of all of this other stuff, on top of, look, this is just hypothetical. Let's just say this whole week thing draws out. Let's say it keeps going. I think it will. I think the government won't open back up. And there are a lot of people saying it shouldn't open back up. But I need for you to understand, when you say the government should not open back up, come on. When you say the government shouldn't open back up, which I understand. But we are headed for the Great Reset. That's what we've talked about. That's what this is. So you can't say burn it down, shut it down, get rid of it all if you are on disability, if you are on Social Security, if you're on Medicaid. If you have, probably other than the military, look at the federal workers. If you have any income coming from the government, I know, look, a lot of people say, oh no, they can't take Social Security. We paying into that. Shit. Oh, they can't touch disability. Shit. If you have not noticed, they don't care. Fam, this is the pinch. This is the squeeze. Please, a lot of y'all already doing it. Y'all already know, look, Miss Sharon and Casey, they be talking about all of these tinctures and recipes, and I'd be like, what is that? What is that? They'd be like, you don't know about that? I'd be like, no, I never. Fam, I got books. I got books. And while I'm getting rest this weekend, I'm gonna be reading. Because it really is steaks, done. Meat, you own nothing to be happy. They told us that we weren't going to be eating, meat and steaks and sirloins and all that good stuff. They told us that. Yeah, what's his name? GATES is just waiting in the background for the cricket meat, for the worm meat. Look, back then it was a joke. But now we are literally seeing how worm burgers could work. We may already be eating it in McDonald's. It may taste, if it tastes the same as McDonald's and it's cheap, people would do it, no problem. Because it's gonna come down to survival. But it's the squeeze, it's the pinch. Look at the food. The food's getting pinched, fam. It's jobs, money, and food. It is going to create a desperate society. And a desperate society is a much more controllable society. They don't need us to like them. We're moving to something different where they made it look like we were voting for these people. We're moving to something different. They don't need us to vote for them anymore. They don't need us to like them anymore. They just need us to produce, to be controllable. It's the pinch. It's the squeeze. Look at this woman. She is like 2.5, 3 car lengths from the red light. Oh, she's definitely gonna be, come on. She's definitely gonna be up. She's gonna be a problem. Let's go. Okay. Bam. Please, look, please. Even if the stamps get going again. Oh, she just can't drive. Fam, please. We gotta get back to the simpler things in life, and that's what I'm doing. Fam, I'm not spending money. It's damn near gotta be. It's gotta be a necessity for me to spend money now. If I can't trade something I got or sell something I got to get something that I want, it's not happening because it's not necessary. And in the middle of the squeeze, in the middle of the pinch, there's gonna be people that's gonna keep trying to show the same image, the facade that everything's good. They're gonna be the ones that's gonna get knocked down the fastest and have the hardest time because they're still gonna be trying to show face. 10 minutes. All right, it's Thursday, fam. So that's what I got, man. We are in the pinch. I told y'all we are in a chaos bubble. We are in the pinch, the squeeze. So you either gonna adapt to the extra pressure, or you gonna pop like a pimple. You're gonna break. You're gonna fold. You're gonna do whatever they tell you to do. Man, take your look. That's what we're not used to, fam. We're not used to having to take our future into our own hands. Well, a lot of y'all are. A lot of people who channel, y'all are. Y'all understand what I'm saying. But there's so many people that don't understand the responsibility of taking your own life and your own well-being into your own hands. That I don't even know if they'd be able to do it. You know, how did people make it back in the olden days without insurance? Life expectancy probably really wasn't as high as it is now, but then a lot of people say it should be. All right, y'all have a good one. It's Thursday. I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Jesus, help me today. Lead the way, Jesus. Take the wheel. All right, y'all be safe, fam. Love y'all, man. This is just where we're at. This is just where we're at. It's the pinch. It's the squeeze. And everybody's gonna be tested. How you handle it, how you adapt, how you maneuver it. It's gonna be how you either thrive. Oh, I'm already late for my next one. All right, fam. Bye. Peace.